An introduction to the BEAMts torque sensor system. Unlike other torque sensors that measure force at the bottom bracket or at the rear axle, BEAMts measures force on the chain and converts that force into standard 1 to 4 volt throttle output that requires no further processing at the controller. We use a semi-rigid beam that flexes when pressure is applied by the bike's chain. A Hall sensor measures that deflection, and our onboard processor takes the raw sensor feed and outputs a smooth, conditioned signal that replicates a standard 1 to 4 volt throttle. We pot the entire unit so that it's completely weatherproof. Because our housing is one continuous piece of aluminum, it expands and contracts at a constant rate, so it's not affected by cold or heat. Some competitors use a mix of steel and aluminum, which have different expansion rates leading to binding issues during temperature extremes. Our unit self-calibrates at startup and 3 times a second thereafter. It works with either a pulley or sprocket. It isn't affected by rough use or tire changes and requires no special setup at the factory. BEAMts works with a front, rear, or center-mounted motor. It works with an internal hub or rear cluster and also with a multi-speed crank. Our sample units can be reprogrammed and adjusted to match the needs of a specific client. A complete programming package is included, which will run on almost any PC and let you set up your desired preferences. Once those settings are determined, you order pre-programmed units that simply plug into your controller. Our software lets you adjust the ramp down, which determines how fast power cuts off after you stop pedaling. You can also adjust the ramp up, which controls how quickly power ramps up when torque is applied to the pedals. In order to facilitate quick evaluation of the BEAMts by clients, we provide generic plates which mount in your existing bottom bracket. Usually, we can set up a sample on your bike in under 2 hours. We offer a split system, which lets you plug a throttle directly into the BEAMts as well as a programming package to control both inputs. We can customize the BEAMts shape and orientation, as well as the color, to match a client's individual needs. We have completed lab testing with SGS Labs in Taiwan and have a contract manufacturing agreement with Fairleigh Whetson. For more information, please go to beamts.com or santamonicaev.com.